We're in chord. There we are. Stand by. Rolling. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. I am here with the legendary rock icon, Alan Merrill. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth to achieve musical health. It starts with the beat, guys. Feel it.
I saw her dancing there by the record machine. I knew she must have been about 17. The beat was going strong, playing my favorite song. And I could tell it wouldn't be long till she was with me, yeah, me. And I could tell it wouldn't be long till she was with me,
I gotta sing, guys.
me. Singing, I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me.
Oh, feel the beat, guys. Come on, get that cardio going. Get those hands in the air for musical health. Come on.
She smiled, so I got up and asked for her name. Said, cause it's all the same. I said, can I take you home where we can't be alone?
Oh, yes, baby.
Next we were moving on and she was with me, yeah, me. Next we were moving on and she was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and
all right, it's all about musical health, Alan.
Yes, it is.
You look fabulous. You just lost like a whole bunch of weight and everything.
I did. In fact, I went to a doctor, a throat doctor, because I noted that after doing 3 shows in a row, my voice was just giving in.
Yeah.
I developed severe laryngitis, could hardly talk.
Wow.
And I thought, oh, I've got cancer or I've got singer's nodes, which is pretty serious, both scenarios.
Yeah, sure.
But instead, he told me, after putting something down my nose with a camera and something down my throat with a camera, that I had acid reflux.
All right.
And it's actually GERD, G-E-R-D.
Yeah.
And he said, because I sing very hard from my diaphragm, every time that I would sing, because I was a little overweight, that it would shoot acid up my esophagus and actually burn my vocal cords.
Totally.
And so he showed me the wrinkle on my vocal cords from the acid. He said, if you lose enough weight, you've got to get down to 160, and I'm 5'11", which is what I weighed when I was with Meatloaf, sort of in the 80s.
Okay. Well, you're dating yourself. You're an old yenta. You know how it goes.
I date myself.
Totally. But it's so true.
Self-love is wonderful.
That's right. But that's very true, Alan.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely.
So anyway, I did stop drinking alcohol, which dries out your throat, and then the extra weight pushes against the stomach, which shoots the acid up the diaphragm, the esophagus. Sorry.
Yeah.
And burns the vocal cords. So I've got that under control. I sang 3-hour-long sets the other night, and I was able to speak without any gurgle the next day.
I like that. It's a good thing.
So, it's very important to know your health, your eating habits, and keeping your weight down is a very, very important thing.
You got it going on.
For singing.
Totally.
And just in general to be healthy.
Totally. I'm also here with Brandon Osborne, Alan, who's a New York City-based actor who's lost 75 pounds, and a singer as well. And we talk about this all of the time. Singing is aerobic breathing, you know? And when you're overweight, you can't breathe very well. So I encourage our listeners to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Expand their diaphragm. Expand like an inner tube, we are taught. And then support from the diaphragm. Support our core. And Alan Merrill's like, this huge... You can touch him and everything.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a real thing. It's like, it's not like, a cartoon character.
I know. I grew up listening to this song. I'm like, wow.
I have been a cartoon character, in fact.
No, you're still a cartoon character.
There was a cartoon of the Arrows, my old band, in Music Star magazine in England. So it's pretty funny when you see yourself in caricature.
Totally. Well, he's a caricature. I see him in the neighborhood and everything.
Yes.
Alan and I see each other all the time. So we are listening now at 120 beats per minute, Alan. So I encourage our listeners to never stop moving. Feel the beat, people. You got it going on. Come on. Feel it. Inhale. Exhale. You got it. Even if you're just sitting in a chair and bopping to the beat, anything is better than nothing. If you're on equipment, test yourself. Maybe increase your incline, your resistance on an elliptical. Even if you're simply walking in place. Alan, I always talk about the fact that it starts with the music. It starts with the music, you know. It gets our blood going, our passion, yeah?
I have a song that I always put on of my own that I put on to do jumping jacks.
Yeah?
It's called Love Express, and it's great for that sort of exercise.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
it's the
it.
exact perfect beat for jumping jacks, and I can do 3 minutes of jumping jacks to that song.
Killer.
And love it.
Loving the whole thing. Loving the whole thing. Talking about music and movement. We're here with Alan Merrill in the studio. Feel it, people. Come on. And rock on together. Keep on moving forever. Rock on together. Keep on moving forever. All right, I am literally up with my tuchus off the chair, and I'm just going to do some squats to it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's totally simple, right?
Yeah.
So you don't mind that I'm working out with you, with Alan Merrill today. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. We are here with Alan Merrill in the studio, artist extraordinaire, rock icon, really, Brandon. Totally.
I've never been interviewed by anyone who was doing squats as they were interviewed. That's great.
There's always a first for
There's
everything.
always see?
You see how it goes? What'd you eat today, Mr. Brandon? Let's talk about food. I'm going to talk about food with Alan, too. What'd you eat today?
Yeah, oatmeal, my same. Oatmeal with strawberries and blueberries.
Unbelievable.
It's the greatest. It really is. It really fills me up. I love it.
Loving the whole thing. What'd you eat, Alan Merrill?
I had 1 cup of coffee with a pumpernickel bagel and 4 dried apricots inside, so that there's no greasy sugar
I like
stuff.
That. I like that idea.
And it's better than jam.
Love it.
Yeah.
Loving the whole thing. Talking
So
about
that's-
food with Alan Merrill.
And I don't eat again until dinner.
Really?
And just 1 portion at dinner.
Water? Do you drink water during the
All
day?
day.
All day.
And all night, yeah.
All right.
I used to drink alcohol. I used to drink 2 bottles of champagne a night.
Yeah.
And that was a year and a half ago. My daughter said my eyes were rolling up in my head.
See?
And I thought, it's time to stop.
I
Because
think
I
so.
don't want to die.
That's right, baby. I'm with you. I stopped drinking alcohol completely 18 months ago.
This is the same time I did.
Totally. I did it like
Right.
Passover a year and a half ago.
Just stopped.
Totally.
Boom. Yeah.
Boom. That was me, too.
Yeah.
Well, and my daughter asked me to stop as well.
Is that right?
Totally.
Cool.
So we're sharing
Synchronicity.
it. There you go. I'm loving the whole thing. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. And I've queued up another version of I Love Rock and Roll.
Yes, this is by Lee Dahae, the star of My Girl, a very popular Korean drama.
Ooh. Let's feel this one. Do you know
She's
the BPM of
gorgeous.
this? What is the beats per minute of
I
this? Do we
don't know.
Let's see. Let's see if we
But
can
it
feel
feels good. And she looks good.
Yeah? She's got her act together. She's
Yeah.
got it going on. Totally. I want to say it's about 110 maybe. 110 maybe. All right, so I encourage our listeners, another little trick I do in a chair, Alan. Abdominal muscles in and up. Chest is high, feet are together, squeezing the inner thighs. You're dropping those shoulders, dropping the chin to get the tension off the back of the neck as well. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And I'm simply lifting my feet off the floor. And to the beat of the music, I'm doing little crunches, Alan Merrill.
Oh, yeah.
To your song.
I'm doing it too. It's not
Totally.
easy.
Not easy.
No.
Work that core, baby.
Yeah.
I'm here with Alan Merrill in the studio. This is High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. You got it going on. Love rock and roll. One another time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Alan Merrill in the studio. All right, so you feel that. Okay, we can stop doing that. I'm all like schwitzing and sweating and
me
all that.
too.
But you're feeling it, right?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so.
Good to know that, like,
Yeah.
when I'm sitting at the desk writing,
Totally.
and I can exercise at the same time.
Totally, because as a singer, I love what you brought up before. You know, in terms of vocalization, I always tell everybody this. I compare Sanshin, aerobic breathing,
Yeah.
singing. It's really all the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, the breath control. And many voice teachers I've had in the past have explained it like this. If you take a balloon and you control the air that's coming out of that balloon without going
Yeah.
and letting it, it's all about the core. It's all
Yeah.
about the center,
Yeah.
yeah? So you're working that core
Oh, yes.
all the time.
Sorry.
All the time, working that core. Alan Merrill in the studio.
I just dropped my purse.
That's fine. He dropped his purse. We love it. You know, we live in this Upper East Side area, and we found this fabulous bag here. Show the bag, Alan.
This is
I
my
love it.
bag. I found it in the compactor room. It was wrapped in plastic, and someone
Yes.
had tossed it out, and I thought, this looks good. There must be something wrong with it. So I unwrapped it. It was a factory defect. No, it was perfect. So, as you can see, it's got all these compartments and stuff, which is good for keeping guitar picks in, cell phone, wallet, etc.
Totally. Maybe a few walnuts or a little protein.
For the squirrels.
There you go. There you go. Feeling
when
it
I take
today.
when I take my dog out for a walk.
That's right. We have the dogs going on. I have Penny, radio dog. She's a horrible animal, but he has Bella, this gorgeous dog. What's a golden retriever?
Golden
you have,
retriever. Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous. Alan Merrill in the studio. I encourage our listeners: inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth to achieve cardio health. There, you got it going on. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk, and I am here with Alan Merrill. Next song is called Touch Too Much.
Number 6 in England in 1974.
Loving it. Loving the whole thing. I love this song so much. Brandon, I love this song.
Yeah. I was listening to it earlier. I love it.
Feel it. Feel it. Abdominals in, guys. You got it going on. Come on. Never stop moving. Feel the beat. Hear it.
Well, you got me shaking from my head to the bottom of my tongue. Shaking all over like nobody knows. With your head on my shoulder and your hand on my knee. Loosen up, baby, now mama can't see. All I can do is hold on tight and make it together up through the night. Mama don't mind what mama don't see. It's getting so hot that you're burning me. I wanna touch too much of your tender love. Touch too much of your good loving. Just touch too much of your tender love. I'm running the fever of 90 above. Figure out the way I feel. Somehow, honey, it doesn't seem real. You lit the fire of my desire. Flames of love are burning high and high. Every little word you say to me make my backbone shiver. I get weaker than ink. Oh my, you turn me on. How can anyone say that it won't last long? I wanna touch too much of your tender love. Touch too much of your good loving. Just touch too much of your tender love. Now I'm running the fever of 90 above.
This is the part where all the girls would scream.
Of course they would. Live looking at you, throwing their bras at the stage.
And more.
Of course. Of course. Do they still throw the bras? This is all I want to know.
No, they just throw things.
Yes, throw things. I love you.
The days with Screaming Girls ended in 1989. I think that was when I did Encyclopedia Brown, the HBO show.
Okay, well, I'll
It
scream.
was a good long run.
Yes, you had a good
now my
ride.
wife screams at me.
Of course she does.
Get more money.
That's her job. That's her.
Touch too much of your good loving. Just a touch too much of your tender love. I'm running the fever of 90. I want touch too much of your tender love. Touch too much of your good loving. Just a touch too much of your tender love. Now I'm running the fever of 90.
Alright. Good. Come on.
Love it. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. I am here with rock legend, icon. Maybe I'm not going to use that word anymore. Just rock star.
Well, thank you.
I like the word rock star.
I like that too.
Totally. Of course you do, Alan. My friend Alan Merrill. And we're also here with Brandon Osborne that's now lost how much weight? 75 pounds?
Yeah, 75, yeah.
75
Loving it,
pounds.
baby. Keep
Yeah.
it going. Because,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you get older, you get better. All right? It does get better. And Alan knows that, too. Don't get lost along the way. I've increased the tempo for cardio health to 160 beats per minute. Feel the beat, guys. You got it. Come on. I really do love this, Alan, that you are getting better with age. I think you're definitely getting healthier for sure.
Healthier. Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Definitely. And
I'm not going to be a pinup again, but
Okay,
I feel good.
maybe. There's some of the olds, maybe. I mean, the old yentas love you. Totally. We get them up and moving with Alan Merrill and getting healthy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I love
Brandon,
it.
what do you think?
It's great, yeah.
Fitness concert
Yeah.
with Alan Merrill.
Let's
I'm
do it.
I
feeling
love this track. I love this track.
Thank you.
Right.
Come on, come on. Let's work together. Don't you get lost along the way. Ooh, yeah. Don't you get lost along the way. Ooh, yeah. Don't you get lost along the way.
All right, so now I am literally up, and I encourage our listeners, if you're at home and you're alone, or if you're somewhere that you can do this, simply get on up on the balls of your feet, working those quads, abdominal muscles in and up, or simply walk in place. Even if you're in a chair, you can bop to the beat, pick your legs up and down, bop your shoulders, feel the music. Come on, feel that first. Come on, you got it going on. Come on, come on, take it on. You got it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, now I'm all schwitzing, hocking and sweating. Oh my God.
If you don't move to this track, you're dead.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, honey. Alan Merrill's in the studio. Brandon Osborne. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. We're at a tempo of 160 beats per minute. Hear the music. Feel the beat. Never stop moving in your body and your life. You got it going on. Come on.
Don't you get lost along the way. Come on, come on. Let's work together. Don't you get lost along the way. Ooh, yeah. Don't you get lost along the way. Ooh, don't you get lost along the way.
All right. We will be back, people. You got it going on. Feel it. Come on.
Don't you get lost along the way.
Yeah. Move it.